Good day, my people. Uh, I greet to all and hope wheresoever this live video meet you, or wheresoever you dey watch this live video. I just want to tell you, say you welcome to my live video this afternoon. Me na Lamin Fofana, the Executive Director for United for the Protection of Human Rights Advocacy Network. And we election not dey too far again, which I believe say everybody know. We get from different parties. We don't see all man don't bring the argument. Everybody don't make your own argument. Everybody don't put in your own ideas and try for see the various things them way we go able for do as a nation. And again, I always they say this: the election we dey get every 5 years is very important because every election for now in that country we dey fight for the soul of the nation. Every election we dey fight for the soul of the nation. You no go like me, you no go agree with me, but in everything I always dey say, as a civil society activist for the past 17 years, and I enjoy wetin I dey do because na there I don spend my entire life, and nobody no go, especially the people wey dey rule, wey dey in governance, wey dey in power, wey get the authorities, dem no go be so much happy with whatever I say. And I go continue for the discuss the importance of them things continue for the tell Israelians and why we always need for make a choice we go reflect on we the people, we go reflect on the happy time you and your family go be able to forget. Mind you, the government they come today, the government go tomorrow. But one thing we no go change na the country. Them politicians in here, they come talk fine, give una all wetin una need for know, then talk all wetin they need for talk. But again, one thing we don't dey fail as a nation, we always don't dey fail for make a better choice, elect people them na the various positions and wey we know say them go make a very good representation for we. You know, and we always can say politics na number, which very much important. And that you vote na you life, because that you vote na day you life depend. You as a citizen, every government really come a bound under the constitution for make sure say it deliver on in promises, not just main word or a full word na a more than talk am. Today we can talk about the recent ruling where the Supreme Court do on the PR system, when are the proportional representative, when are the district block system. And like I say, I go remain for talk and certain people always want for let the game continue for them at their favor. But they don't ever want let the game change. Then just wish say the game for continue for them at the favor, whether it sweet them, whether it good for them, whether it's sweet for me and you, whether it good for me and you, they're not giving them. But always then one let the game favor them. The sooner the game you want change the game, then get a problem. Uh, Law we start with this government. I know they talk about the past government because we be vote them out because we believe say they not be delivered to within we want. But we don't see this government continually they play blame games on things then when we vote the past government for. I still remember the song when I remember I believe within PZ when the first lady, Madam Fatima Bio, be there with one open motor, open jeep, and they on top, you get speakers them on top the van. There was a song where them be dey sing. That was in 2018 before we dey go into the 2018 election. They say Tolombo no go sit down here because angry Moku. And indeed, I be agree with them. I be also agree with that song. So we all be decide for pull them. I be there among the 51% where His Excellency President Julius Madabio will get. Because that may one vote be make a difference. Because I be don't tire with the system of governance of the past government. So I know they can talk about it. I dey talk about the present government. The SLPP government, when are the Sierra Leone People's Party, then come and campaign on waiting on different foot. Then campaign say then they can't change the game. Campaign on good governance, then campaign on the for fight corruption, then campaign on make sure say me and you get a stable job where we not go run for job. But today I challenge you and say Sierra Leone get the highest unemployment rate in the history of the country. Then fail and don't fail for keep to most of the things and which some of we be vote for. Uh, Me, like I say, being a Israelian and also an individual and also a family man, I get four pikin. And I know they wish for pull and comot salon for can spend their entire life abroad, send them go school, look for the best university abroad, or because simply I know say Israel you're not able for provide the system of education where I go need for them. No, they don't do for let we get a system of education which we leaders, the ministers, the president, whosoever they in governance, for let them go able for educating and picking them at the country. Now the question we dey ask as we dey heading for the June 2023 election, waiting you want, waiting I want. This not the question we need for ask to yourself. Waiting you want, waiting I want. But waiting me want, I don't know waiting you want. Waiting me want, I believe say majority of Sierra Leoneans dem go want am. I go want a good health system na the country where I no go sick, I worry say that sick go kill me. I want good educational system na the country where I no go need for pay thousands upon euros or dollars for send me pikin come abroad for can studies. I need waiting a good paying job where I no go left I begin sit on a boat for cross water for come oversea for can look for a job way at the end of the day I go risk my life for. I need constant electricity. I need water where I no need for all kittle for go look for them borehole way each and each and every of the president dem wey don come, dem all don can dig borehole. Wey dis come na water well dey can dig, dis come na water well dey can dig. So I just need somebody wey dey come make I able for dey na me host I get water which I no dey able for can do. Why I know say month done am dey pay for am. Get a job dey also give me the strength for take care of my family. But if I no get a job, how I intend for take care of my family? And the opposition dey campaign for let dem get for let dem also take the mantle of leadership. But the question is again, as the opposition don really don strive in a way that wey dem go really dey show say dem serious for can change the life of Sierra Leoneans, dem people here wey we dey send go parliament, you know, I always dey say the parliamentarians dem, dis na the people dem wey don let we down na the country. We dey hold the government, the president, yes, because na im we give the baton to, because which na im we need for a change the way, because na im dey sign most of the, na im na get the pen. Then companies here wey dey can at the country for can for can provide services na the country, na im get for sign them. Then money there wey dem dey go take inside we name, na im dey sign them. So which means na im get the key for unlock the door, for unlock the potential of the country. Now, this government, the question is, have they live up to the expectation? They don't live to the expectation wey we be need them for. They don't able for change me and you with life in a way that we go be very much comfortable for go vote for them again. I dey work for wetin I dey eat. And one thing I can always dey say, there is no politician in the country go always raise hand and tell you say, Lamin Fofana be the kind of me office for can make me money and give me. And which I was very much proud of her. My organization very much independent. I no dey allow anybody for use me in the way that one know say I able for take care. I dey work, month done I get me salary, take care of me pikin them, make sure say I pay me bills and every other thing and support my family. This na the common life where I believe say you and me and every other Sierra Leonean out there just want for live. E not too difficult wetin we dey ask for. E not too hard wetin we dey ask for. Na simple thing we dey ask for from them leaders there. But I can tell you, you won't like it. No, you won't like it. And it's not the matter of you liking it or not. It's the matter of you accepting the fact that Sierra Leone is a broken nation. They don't promise we from thy kingdom come. And today we just they go back and back to worse. But again, you as the citizen also don't contribute for let the country day to day to the lentil side a day. Because we continue for the make the wrong choices. We continue for the give leadership to the wrong people. We continue for look at the country in a way that way we know say this not a per work. Marabio can a campaign in all the things that I don't mention. They sing say food no day, then we able for can give. But Sierra Leone today, if I'm not a mistake, I look at statistics, I go check my statistics. Sierra Leone today na a day among the 5 most country we hungry don't see don't good one. And waiting the government they do about that? Nothing. Instead, the government then they make bogus promises. Then dinner radio, at least in Marabio in 3 years, when it be in 98.1. When the moderator asks am, the one wey be dey moderate the program, when he asks am, he say from to you 3 years in office, wetin you go really able for decide for able for change or you reflect on. Madam, you not be able to get any better question answer towards that question because the need for change, the way how dem dey think and the way how we dey think, we for dey on the same page. Now the government dey ask for another 5 years. Come June 2023, the question is they don't really work for deserve another 5 years. The opposition they ask for office. The question is they don't really show the seriousness. Say it's not about the last thing what we see for the past 10 years or so. Waiting we see massive corruptions. Not when again we intend for see people over every path in the world that talk about things, but the things we need for talk about is the bread and butter. The things we need for talk about is the welfare of the Sierra Leonean. The thing we need for talk about is how people go able to get a job. The things we need for talk about is electricity. And you look at a city like Freetown, the mayor they intend for go for a second term. You know, these people don't act politics so much in we life. They don't divide we so much on regional line, tribal line in a way that we just become very much in I not want use a word where at least not go be really uh good for say, but then just don't lock we eye, don't lock we mouth, then don't lock we ace. Today, people they ask if we get civil society activism in the country, if we get journalism in the country, everybody they fed for in pocket. When you become an independent, you stand tall for talk against you, then go call you all sorts of names, curse you people, and curse you mama, curse the curse way you know ever hear it, now you go hear it because people don't become blind on the reality. If you begin if you define you dey find am very difficult for let you pikin survive, then you still dey hala for this government. If you dey find am very difficult for let you pikin survive, then you still dey hala for the past government. I no get problem with either of them government they are. The problem what I get with the people wey dem dey appoint for run the country. We don't bother for check them backgrounds. We no bother it for check them backgrounds. We don't ever ask questions. Who side dem dey comot from? Wetin dem don be don dey do for the past years? Wetin dem don do? Wetin dem don achieve? Wetin are the contribution towards Sierra Leone? We don't ever bother for ask them questions there. They vote. They go vote on the 20 on June. Believe it, now you life. If we not change the concept of how we dey vote, we go continue for the see the country, the richers they continue for get rich and the poor they continue for become poor. Me na just an average man. I believe say every Sierra Leonean an average man. But now wetin we need for do as we dey take to the ballot on comes June. Now law we look at the people and where they on the ballot papers. Law we look at the people and where they bring out to we. Law we ask if parliament they do their work as an oversight committees. Law we ask if parliament they do their job as why we need for put why we be don't put them if they really they do am. If there are check and balances, believe it too, the government go sit down and think twice. Today, people they look at and say there are opportunities overseas. So we all need for come overseas. The same politicians When they lost power, then one come again, can't sit down here. Because the government of them countries where we they don't already make adequate plan for them picking them and picking generations upon generation to come. Instead, we only gather the money, thief everything, then can sit down, look at one nice place abroad, can then sit down, they send them picking them at the best school overseas, then they go there again. When they picking them don't land, then return go home again for go rule me and you. You know they happen na their countries yeah? Because when you not deliver, the people tell you say you not come for main business. Politics not to in life. In life is let a get a good job, take care of his family. Now today we don't see how the war, the Russia aggression of war against Ukraine, the nakedness where it show the world say we need for the in solidarity which we serve. Today everything just don't skyrocketing. Food, palm, how you call them, petrol, palm, everything. Now because of waiting. Because I know they look at her. But today, African we suffer past most of all other parts there because we not get anything we will be able for right home about. Now, let we talk about the proportional representative. The opposition carry the Minister of Justice, including the election commission of the NEC, winner, the Sierra Leone uh, election commission. Then carry them go court on the PR system. And I can always they tell me from the day one when the issues of the PR system come up, I be doing supportive of them. I support them today, support them tomorrow, because uh it's like law we forget about winners take all. You get few people and say you they take the powers from the people. No, let no politician or can tell you see them they take the power from you. Nobody know they take the powers from you. You get the power for determining the future and the fate of Sierra Leone. Nobody, let nobody know can tell you say they don't take the powers from me. No, we need the PR system because with the PR system, nobody know they go look at them again say, this me party, whether because people elections don't become a do and die affairs. You dey go parliament where you go now, you party in interest you get. You dey forget say there are people now you constituency will vote for you. Then people are matters. You dey go for go debate on the things and way government they can for lane a parliament on behalf of we the citizens. Waiting you dey na parliament, you just dey na table. You say all those in favor, you say hi. You always dey na the one that way always they say yes. You know always they say no, and you give reason why you say no because even water well not in your constituency. But when more done then you fat salary you sit down, then you take your party in agenda. You forget about the agenda of the people where you they represent in your constituency. So it hard time we change that narratives. Let nobody not tell you say there's a problem with the PR system. And again, the PR system, uh, the judgment of the Supreme Court, they make them very clear. The Supreme Court make them very clear. And when I can tell you, let nobody not tell you see the PR system is wrong. No, because like I say, few people not just one for let the game then and me and you will favor. The only one let the game then and then you favor. So it hard time we let everybody in vote speak for them. Let everybody in vote speak for them. Then when you go now, you not get for go team up again, say you dey go for go at least try for make a better representation for your constituency. You know, you dey go for go make a better representation for your constituency. So let's just read small of waiting the judgment where the Supreme Court judge pull when are the uh They say the case was brought, okay, last year. Sierra Leone Supreme Court has made a landmark ruling in favor of President Bio's decision to change the country electoral system to proportional representation, less than 5 months before presidential and general election are held on the 24th of June 2023. Mind you, the 24th June within a polling station. The Chief Justice Desmond Babatunde Edwards, in agreement with four other justices, said that the directive of President Julius Maada Bio to Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone to hold the 2023 national election for ordinary members of parliament by proportional representative system insists of is constitutional and lawful. Then at the Supreme Court, they say the president not make any wrong decision. The decision for let the president bring the proportional representative for the member of parliament, they not do nothing. Because also on this ruling, I wonder we know say they not be talk on the councillors. They not talk on them. This ruling we talk mostly this PR system, they go directly to the member of parliament, the member of parliamentarians. Like I say, sometimes people not can understand. The reason why I they target the parliamentarians and because the parliamentarians they don't help for they don't help for let the country be let the country day today outside a day. When the country don't they backward. Like I say, this now the most powerful people. We they vote for the parliamentarians and they go they vote for the president. Because the president we get three arms of government and then three arms then yeah they all get different roles than they play. They're all different from each other, but they all get different functions. They all get different roles. The president now the head of the administrative. Then you get the parliament when now them they for make laws and when also oversight everything. Imagine in the history of this government, we don't see both the oppositions and the ruling parties, the ruling party when are the SLPP, the APC, the C4C, and the NGCs when are they in the opposition and also the independent. How many of them ministers and we then don't send go parliament, we then don't one day we then they not going approve them. you know, every document we then don't lean at parliament, whether it in the interest of me and you, not in the interest of me and you, then paper the all on pass parliament. All the people and way the president we matter bill don't send it, they don't approve them all. Irrespective of parliament, no say some of them people get stained. When I mean stain, I talk about some of them where they already accuse them for corruption. But the parliament not even want to, because the parliament what they talk about, they don't accuse the parliament corruption. I can tell you this parliament will get now the most corrupt parliament ever. I mean your lifetime. The most corrupt parliament. Anyhow we person you think anyhow the parliament and nobody no get for go call me say we invite you to parliament. No, you no go call me. I go tell the parliamentarians say the parliament we get today now the most corrupt parliament ever in the history of Sierra Leone. So you see why we need a proportional representative, not to a do or die game. When elections they reach, now we all see that we don't begin member. On the 23rd, waiting I need for do the safety of me picking them because everybody want the power. No, it doesn't work like that. No, you give the power to the person where you know say entitled and worthy of that power. We no say who can't change the language of in people, not the other way around. Not about for county. How many of them corrupt cases we don't see today? The ACC all over about. They talk about the success we they don't do. About the ACC, The ACC enable for investigate the First Lady's office. The ACC enable for investigate even though the constitution say you know they indict this a sitting president. So and one thing I can say as I dey try for conclude on this life, a word for wise is quite sufficient. And whether you like am or you not like am, come June 2023, vote say your life depend on you vote. Vote say your future depend on you vote. Vote say your entire generation depend on you vote. Go vote say from where you don't gap up, you don't dey live, you don't reach to that age for let you vote. Say you entire, you failure or you success depend on you vote. Vote person, you vote na you life. You vote na you future. You vote na you way out. No left you don't let any politicians. No left you don't let anybody can tell you say because me na Medema vote for me. Because me na Timini man vote for me. Because me na Limba man vote for me. Ask am wetin na in agenda. Ask am wetin e can for put na the table where e go contribute to the development of Sierra Leone. Ask am wetin na in manifesto. Ask am, check in track record. How many corruption cases they not charge am for? How many scandal of corruption cases you don't hear in name? Law it hard time law will begin to scrutinize the people there. And also this also are the make am to the one them, the one way might succeed tomorrow for lead the country again for another 5 years. Make sure say when you they select your cabinet, look for people with integrity. Look for people we get Sierra Leone at heart. Look for people we know say if the integrity go out, they can decide for even left that office simply because they no one let their integrity become a questions. Lord, we vote, say we life depend on that. You vote now you life. This now the slogan I want Lord we begin use now. Me vote now me life. I thank una so much. And as how I will continue for the bring them life they are to una now till the day to the election. We dey look at all the cabinet then. And trust me, this time round, like I say, we get for educate with people then. The one they already come forward after we don't know them, all we don't come forward. We they begin to check them backgrounds and now. We they begin look at them people and which country don't live, which country get nationality to, how many bikini get, how many women they get, how many call. So we they begin bring them things there out to the people and now believe it so. Like I said, you won't like it, and trust me, you won't like it. So I want for thank una so much. Una keep safe. Una continue for look and Lord we avoid all violence acts and make sure say we look at Sierra Leone as a place where na there we all born, na there we hope them day. Now take care of yourself, take care of your family. God bless me and God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you.